The ayes have it. Okay, we'll move into public comment on agenda items only. During this time, the podium will be open. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Please limit your trips to 1 to the podium. Remember that this is public comment on agenda items only, so if you're speaking about something in particular, it needs to have a direct tie to something that's present on the agenda. Also keep in mind, if you're here to speak about the cemetery animal ban, there will be a separate public comment section during that public hearing, so please wait until then for your comments. The podium is now open.
Good evening. I'm Ken Joswiak, currently the president of the Hillsdale Business Association. I want to talk about the fee schedules that have been discussed now for the last couple of months. The Business Association puts on Summer in the City, Trunk or Treat, the Light Up Parade. 2 of the 3 events that are done currently are here in the city. The current fee schedule, we paid over $800 to hold Summer in the City. And we're being quoted $2,400 to put on this year's Light Up Parade. The Business Association's been here for almost 30 years. The total dues collected this year were right around $1,200 for all the members total. After 30 years, we have about $6,000 in the bank. So it's quick math at over $3,000 a year to do events that we're gonna end up like the Chamber and no longer be in Hillsdale. It's just business. I get the fact that fees go up, expenses go up. I'm a business owner. I understand how that works. I'm not saying the fees that were originally there at 20 and 70 or whatever it was, as we talked in one of the meetings, you know, up to $500 would be reasonable and be able to sustain at that point. But to go to businesses and say, we need $200 or $500 to pay for permits, and there's gonna be no advertising. One, we're not gonna have anybody know that the events, we're already being told that people don't know the events are happening, even though they're the first Friday in August and the first Saturday of December every year. There'd be no way to control that. Business owners aren't gonna write checks just to pay fees. There's just no way to sustain that. The idea is that you get something out of it when you sponsor events and you're recognized in the community. And again, not that the fees shouldn't go up somewhat, but to go from where we were to over $3,000 a year is just not going to work.
Thank you, Ken. Any more public comment on agenda items?
Good evening, everybody. I'm Mary Bertahis. I'm the chair of the Light Up Parade that the HVA does put together. So I know a few of you and as colleagues of community service, the fees, I found out, yep, we're gonna get some fees, and we went and we found a charity that was willing to donate and approve it. I'm fine with fees, like, we can't have a ton, but I'm fine with doing footwork and being a community servant and finding these things, but then respectfully, labor being this extra $1,500. So to kind of piggyback off of what Ken's saying, if there's gonna be a legality issue with, well, we can't have events because we can't have this free labor, I would just ask that maybe we can respectfully look at that a little bit more. Maybe there is a way that the city could absorb some of that, because that's where it's tricky. To put the Light Up Parade on typically costs anywhere from like $2,200 to $2,500 some dollars. The line item originally for many years was about $20 that I needed from the city, and I worked with the wonderful people here tonight. I have no qualms with anyone. I love all of you people here, and I love how this event goes for our city, but it's just really a tricky thing to have it be that much if there's gonna be an additional bill after the fact. It's not just fees, it's the labor that comes on to that too. So I'd love it if the city would work with me. I feel like I'm a Freedom City employee. If HBA can't do this event, city might have to take it on. And then you're paying your employees to do something I've been doing for free for 10 years. So please consider that when you think about how much you're charging. And if it has to be that much, simply because there's a legality to it. Maybe it doesn't have to be the total amount of labor. So please look at that. That's all I ask. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Any more public comment? Seeing none, we'll close the podium and we'll move into the consent agenda.